Coming up on News Valdosta, a man is charged with prowling.
And a deadly home invasion takes place in Tifton.
Kayla Jordan has our weather, while Ariel Harrison gives the rundown on local sports.
Your News Valdosta starts now. Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Stephanie Salone.
And I'm Ariana Deans. The Valdosta Police Department arrested a man for prowling. Shortly before 5 in the morning Friday, a city police officer noted a suspicious person crouched down behind a vehicle in the 300 block of East Gordon Street. The officer said he approached the 35-year-old Kareem Creer and who fled on foot. Police say that after resisting arrest, Keir was put in handcuffs and sent to Lowndes County Jail. Keir has been charged with prowling, possession of tools during the crime, and 2 counts of obstruction of a law enforcement officer.
Burglaries are still on the rise in Valdosta. Local residents are on edge as crime continues to concentrate in specific areas of the city. The Valdosta Police Department responded to an attempted burglary at a residence off of North Ashley. Reporter Chandler Jackson has more.
Thank you. I'm here at the corner of Blue Pool and Will Drive, where only yesterday morning a burglary was attempted on one of the residents. Residents Holly and Warren Taylor were almost burglarized by 2 young assailants who attempted to enter their home. 17-year-old Deontay Scruggs and 18-year-old Antonio Webb were both arrested yesterday when police arrived on site. One of the assailants was arrested near the home and the other was arrested not too far. There are precautionary measures being taken to keep this neighborhood safe. And if you have any other information on this or any other crime going on in this neighborhood or any other residents nearby, please do not hesitate to contact Valdosta Police Department. Thank you. This has been Chandler Jackson with Valdosta News.
Tifton Police Department received a call about a robbery and shooting on the 700 block of East 6th Street. They say 62-year-old Sylvester Downs was a resident shot and killed. A 19-year-old at the residence that evening reported a group of people playing cards when 2 black males entered the home and robbed the residence, shooting Downs. Tifton police are continuing their investigation and encourage anyone with information on the case to call the sheriff's office.
John Page has resigned from Lowndes County Board elections to qualify for State Senate. His resignation opened a qualifying period from March 10th through the 14th for District 5. The 2 most notable candidates are Norman Bennett, former member of the Industrial Authority, and Gretchen Quarterman, who is the chairman of Lowndes County Democratic Party. The primary election will be held May 20th, and there's still time to register to vote. Ryan Saylor has more.
Following up from Monday's coverage of the week-long candidate qualifying period, there has been an interesting change in the candidates for County Commissioner. Commissioner Crawford Powell for District 3 withdrew his qualification on Friday, March 7th. Since he withdrew his qualification, the Board of Elections extended the qualification period for 2 more days to allow more candidates to become qualified in accordance with Georgia law. I spoke with the chairs of the Democratic and Republican parties about how they would support the remaining candidates.
Well, we have 1 candidate so far has qualified in District 4, and we still have people that we're talking to in District 2 and 3.
We work with them the whole time that they're running for the offices, the primary race that's coming up next. We try to support each one of them the same. Once the primary race is over, then we support fully the candidate that is chosen.
The county commissioners will have some empty seats soon because John Page, commissioner of District 2, has given up his seat because he is now qualified to run for state senate. Crawford Powell and Richard Raines will continue to be commissioners until the end of this year when their terms officially end. I spoke with Commissioner DeMarcus Marshall from District 4 about his campaign platform since he is an incumbent candidate. One of the important issues he wants to change in Lowndes County is how the jail system is operated because he feels like it's become more of a business and less about rehabilitating the people once they're released. With the changes in the candidates for the county commissioner, you can expect this to be a silent election. So be sure to come out and vote on May 20th at the Lowndes County Board of Elections or at your local polling place.
Late Monday in Valdosta along Savannah Avenue, the cars of a freight train wrecked. It was 2 tanker cars and a freight car off tracks near the intersection of Savannah Avenue and Middleton Road. The Valdosta Police Department responded to the scene, but it was uncertain at the time of what was being transported. No information is available on whether anyone was injured in the accident.
Should illegal immigrants who've grown up in Georgia be allowed to pay in-state tuition at public colleges? Rigoberto Rivera thinks so. He was brought to the state by his parents illegally as a child. Now he's graduated from Roswell High School and wants to go to college, but paying in-state tuition would cut the cost by thousands of dollars. 39 immigrants are suing the state to let them pay the lower rates based on President Obama's program granting illegal immigrants a temporary reprieve from deportation. Obama's policy declares those people are in the country legally. Riviera and others argue that all that Georgia's in-state tuition policy requires. The University of Georgia Board of Regents has declined comment until the legal issue is settled.
The unemployment rate for Georgia dropped to 7.1% in February from 7.3% in January. State Labor Commissioner Mark Butler says this is in the 8th month in the row that Georgia's unemployment rate has declined. He says the rate dropped in February because Georgia employers created 7,000 new jobs to reduce the number of layoffs more than 30%. Most of the decay came from manufacturing, transportation, and food services. Georgia's employment rate is still higher than the national rate of 6.7%.
A woman who identified a man Friday night as an attacker who beat her changed her story the next day, saying that he had not been at her residence at the time. Hazel Bradford of the 100 block Colquitt Street in Ellington reported a man hit her constantly in the face. She told police she ran away and went to her neighbors to call 911. Bradford declined treatment from emergency medical service personnel. They told police that fights between Bradford and her boyfriend occur frequently. Sheriff's report said Bradford also rejected offers to go to a domestic abuse shelter or to a relative's home. Officers told her to call 911 if she needed assistance again.
Coming up, we'll find out how Lowndes County commissioners have decided to use the approved SPLOST funds.
And the city starts construction on a new water project, so don't go away.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. That single ember can ignite and destroy your home or even your community. You can't control where the ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Lowndes County Commissioners discussed the first 3 projects that will be funded by SPLOST 7 on Monday during the work session. The projects include a shoulder paving for Valdale Road, paving on Boarding Pond Road, and replacement of Beatty Branch Bridge on Cat Creek Road. Lowndes County received bids from each of the projects along the 3 other bids. Fire and Rescue requested 18 new tablets to improve communications between dispatchers and the men in the field, resurfacing of 4 county roads, and the purchase of 2 new quarter-ton heavy-duty trucks for animal control. The Board of Commissioners will vote on each of these bids during the meeting today at 5:30 p.m.
The city of Valdosta began installing an 8-inch water main today on Country Club Road between Noble Way and Arbor Run Drive for the purpose of providing water service to the residents that are located in this area. This work is scheduled to be completed by April 8th, weather permitting. Traffic control devices and adequate traffic signage should be in place to alert motorists of the work zone. As always, motorists are urged to drive with caution and follow the traffic warning signs for their safety and the safety of others.
The City of Valdosta Utilities Department located an active sewage spill south of Blanchard Street Monday morning. City officials say a local contractor was contracting immediately and in working to repair the damages. The city says 250 gallons per minute are being discharged to the wetland area drained by Knights Creek between South Blanchard Street and Howell Road. The public is advised to avoid any contact with the Knights Creek until normal conditions are restored.
The Valdosta Lowndes County Chamber of Commerce is hosting a free webinar provided by Google Thursday afternoon from 1 to 3. Local business owners will have the opportunity to network with other businesses and learn how to expand their outline presence. Attendees will learn how to boost their website traffic and sales with a learning session on Google's online advertising platform, AdWords. The webinar will be held at Next Step Technology Services located at 3265 North Valdosta Road. Space is limited and registration is required.
The deadline for consumers seeking insurance coverage on the Healthcare Information Exchange is Monday, March 31st. Archibald Memorial Hospital in Thomasville will host the licensed federal insurance Navigators today and Friday in the East Towers classroom to help community members find insurance options that meet their healthcare and budget needs. Navigators will be able to answer questions and provide guidance on selecting the most affordable plan, as well as assisting attendees with the application process. Those taking advantage of the application assistance should bring their Social Security numbers, as well as the tax return information for each household member, and policy numbers for any current health plan that covers individuals in the household. Sessions are open to the public on a walk-in basis.
A Mended Heart Support Group meeting will be held at South Georgia Medical Center on April the 1st. The support group is open to anyone who has had heart surgery. Dinner is provided. For information or to register, please call Cardiac Rehab at SGMC.
Verizon Wireless has announced plans to hire more than 400 employees throughout Georgia. Verizon officials say in a statement Monday that the company is hiring more than 430 full-time employees in 2014. The company is hiring workers for more than 200 positions at call centers in Alpharetta, Milton, and in North Fulton County. Aside from customer service, Verizon is also planning to fill network and information technology positions. The company is hiring for retail positions in Augusta, Savannah, Macon, and Albany areas. Interested candidates may apply for positions online at VerizonWireless.com.
Up next on News Valdosta, Kayla Jordan has a look at our local weather.
And Ariel Hairston will give us the best in sports, so don't go away.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
All right, listen, we all need a little nudge sometimes. I don't function without coffee in the morning, but it is going to take more than a double mochaccino to help you here.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero ir. Danny, no lo puedo hacer. Quiero ir. Danny, lo voy a hacer.
DMC, liking your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs, just keeping it real.
Louder, louder, I'm gonna get my GED, come on! Get your GED. Hey. Keep it down, brother. Thanks.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Valdosta State University.
Encouraging.
In-depth inquiry.
Hands-on experience.
Service and involvement.
And a global view.
While offering
a beautiful residential campus.
Over 100 fields of study.
Graduate and online degrees.
And championship athletics.
All in a warm and friendly community.
Get connected and involved.
Do more. Become more.
Valdosta State University.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. There's a snowstorm in the northeast, but will any of that affect us? Let's go to weather anchor Kayla Jordan and find out. Kayla?
Thanks, guys. There will be a change towards cooler weather here in South Georgia. It's a little windy today, but it's still beautiful out. The high for today is expected to be around 70 degrees with partly cloudy skies and no chance of rain. But look what happens as we move into tonight. Temperatures are expected to drop and get really cold with gusty winds. The low will be around 36 degrees with clear skies, so keep a jacket around if you have plans to go out tonight. Tomorrow's weather will be a little cooler than today's. The high is expected to be 60 degrees and the low will be around 43, so keep that jacket in the car. Today's UV index is very high at an 8, so if you're expecting to be outside for a long period of time, grab some sunscreen. Unfortunately for you allergy sufferers, the pollen count will be at a high of 10, so that means keep your favorite allergy medicine close by. The predominant pollens will be elm, oak, and alder. And that's our weather. Now let's get back to the news desk.
Thanks, Kayla. When we come back, Ariel Harrison gives us a rundown on local sports, so stay tuned.
Body language. Without saying a word, it can tell you so much. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
My dad's one of the producers, so he's there tonight.
Bring this week.
Welcome back. Now let's turn to Ariel Harrison and see what she has in local sports. What's happening, Ariel?
Former Lowndes High star Greg Reed signed with the St. Louis Rams on Saturday. After 2 knee surgeries within a year and 2 years without playing in the game, the former Florida State star attended the FSU Pro Day last week. He transferred to Valdosta State after 2 years at FSU and was slated to start as cornerback as well as return punts for the Blazers. However, Reed tore his ACL in practice that week before VSU's 2012 season opener, missing the year and the run for the Division II National Championship. Still, he had his sights set on the NFL. After recovering from two knee operations, Reed worked out last week at the Seminoles Pro Day. The St. Louis Rams hosted him for a private workout where they then signed him 2 days later. Tonight, the Valdosta Wildcats baseball team takes on the Childs Timberwolves. Valdosta leads its region with a record of 3-1. The Timberwolves are not strangers to winning as they lead their region with a perfect record. When facing opponents at home this season, the Wildcats are 6-2 and the Timberwolves are currently 7-2 when they play away from home. These two powerful offenses are sure to give a great game as they look to remain at the top of their individual region. Last Tuesday, Valwood held its Winter Sports Assembly. This week, the school has acknowledged their student athletes in their athletic program. In order to be a scholar athlete, students have to obtain a 90 or better average within their schoolwork. From there, the headmaster compiles all the grades and awards the students with medals for their achievements. This year, students were recognized for their talent in sports as well as the classroom. Competition cheerleading is demanding. A cheerleader must be prepared to devote time during the summer, after school, and on weekends. Valdosta High School is holding its competition cheerleading tryouts clinic this week from 4 to 6 p.m. Cheerleaders are expected to attend practices, clinic, camps, special projects, and competitions. The Valwood High School Wildcat Soccer team plays against rival high school Lowndes County Vikings tonight. The Vikings boys team are on a 7-game winning streak and has lost 2 games and tied 1. The Wildcats boys team has won 4, lost 4, and has tied 2. Girls play at 6 o'clock and boys play at 8. That's all for your local sports. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Ariel. When we come back, we'll learn how businesses can participate in Spring Fling. Stay with us.
Danse, balance la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches, au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence, dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex? Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
What will you find at Valdosta State University?
Challenging academics.
Innovative hands-on experience. Over 100 fields of study.
Engagement in a vibrant community.
Caring mentors and friends. Service and leadership opportunities.
Championship athletics.
The full university experience.
At Valdosta State University.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. Wiregrass Technical College will be holding its 3rd annual Wired Up event on April 17th, and organizers are currently looking for vendors to participate. Wired Up is designed to provide students and employees with useful knowledge of what the college and surrounding communities has to offer. The event combines the college's annual discount day, health fair, and spring fling. Vendors can set up a display to showcase their businesses by offering coupons, drawings, promotional merchandise, or product demonstrations. There is no fee for vendors and tables and chairs, and will be provided by Wiregrass. The deadline to register as a vendor is next Monday.
Valdosta State University's Exercise Physiology Club is inviting the community to exercise in the medicine of a symposium this Saturday in Jeanette Lecture Hall, located in the Education Building. Registration begins at 7:30 a.m. with the light breakfast, and refreshments will be provided by local businesses. The event will be held at 8 a.m. with local doctors and healthcare providers giving presentations on the benefits of exercise. During the symposium, 3 separate 10-minute exercise sessions will be conducted to meet the recommended minimum 30 minutes a day of moderate exercise. In addition, gift baskets containing t-shirts, gift certificates, and more will be given throughout the day. Registration for the event is $20.
The Valdosta-based Mary Turner Project will be holding a community forum on Tuesday, April 1st at Valdosta State University's Magnolia Room in the University Center building at 6 p.m. The subject of the forum will be coming to terms with slavery in South Georgia. The Mary Turner Project has embarked an effort to digitize the 1860 slave census for the state of Georgia with a plan to make it public and searchable at a new website. The forum will share conclusions from this research effort in addition to a panel discussion on whether slavery still has an effect on contemporary life in the 21st century. This event will be the first opportunity for South Georgians to publicly discuss slavery with historical evidence available.
Local organization Alzheimer's Caregiver Timeout, also known as ACTO, will host a fundraiser performance this Saturday. Elvis in the Building will be held at Valdosta City Mathis Auditorium and will run from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Tickets are $15 in advance and $20 at the door. A meal will be served before the show from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. with the purchase of a $10 meal ticket. The meal will be smoked chicken with 3 sides, dessert, and tea, provided by Smoking Pig and Pammy Cakes. All proceeds will benefit ACTO, and tickets can be purchased in advance at Pammy Cakes or at ACTO offices located at 2106 Slater Street.
Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Stephanie Salone.
And I'm Ariana Dean. Thanks for watching, and join us next time.